Hello my friends, this is the video that I made on NIO just 7 days ago, to be precise on September 21st of this year, when the price of this asset was, as you can see right here, at $7.37. And at this very point, my main assumption was that we have to see lower price action, we have to see a retracement, because we were forming the ABC correction, ABC diagonal, let's put it this way, to the upside that retested the previous swing high. And guys, take a look right here. We were at $7.37 somewhere at this point, and since I made my previous video, this asset went lower. It lost about 7% of its value, but it bounced back, and it was retesting this previous swing highs at $7.63 again. And for now, guys, it is hovering below this yellow line. To be honest, I'm still expecting this movement to the downside, and you can see that I was 100% correct with my forecast that it has to have some kind of cool down, but I believe the movement should be much deeper. And if you want to know more about technical analysis, if you want to enhance your trading skills, feel free to subscribe to my YouTube channel and join my Patreon account. And guys, for now, you can join my Patreon account. You can join two tiers of my Discord group. One of them costs you $50 a month, and you will have 30-minute one-on-one Zoom call once a month. But if you join with the gold tier, you will have a weekly one-on-one training session with me for just $150 a month. And guys, to be honest, this is the most popular tier for my patrons right now. And let me show you a sneak peek on the most recent activity in the Discord group. Just recently, I published the recap of the week of July 28th through August the 3rd. And let me quote you this. On Monday, I prepared a list of 13 tickers that looked most promising for short positions. As of August the 6th, 10 of them delivered returns ranging from 0.33% to 24.4%, an average profit of 6.1%, while only 3 tickers showed a potential loss between 0.85% and 1.74%, an average loss of 1.22%. More detailed information is available in the attached images. And you can see that I made this call on July 28th, and I wrote, here's a list of tickers that might present shorting opportunities. Please remember, this is not a blind trade signal. Further technical analysis is required before taking actions. And here is the list of the tickers that gained substantial profits. It is 10 of them, and only 3 went in completely opposite direction. I also gave a direct short scalping recommendation on Tesla and Oracle. Both brought an average profit of around 1.5%. In addition, I identified one ticker suitable for a medium-term short position. If you'd like to know which company that is, join my Patreon. As usual, I provided a detailed market overview and analyzed the following tickers: SPY, BBAI, NOV, UNP, NIO, UAA, and CRWV. So guys, if you want to be a part of this amazing community, join my Patreon.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up.
So guys, on today's video I will show you what catalyst might be crucial for NIO price action for the upcoming week, and what should you do if you want to enter your long position on NIO. So let's begin with its fundamentals, and I have to admit that if you take a look at cnvpost.com, you can find a lot of quite bullish news. Their sub-brand Firefly reaches 20,000th delivery milestone. On top of that, I want to pay attention to the real numbers of the insurance registrations for the week ending September 21st. And you can see it right here. NIO registered 6,670 vehicles. It is slightly above its previous data for 2 consecutive weeks, but it is not the best result in general. On top of that, I have to admit that the numbers for the last several weeks are quite high. The average number is quite high. That is why, guys, if you take a look at the deliveries this is the NIO company monthly deliveries, you can see that they reached pretty much the same level that this company has back in December of last year. And you can also see that the December of 2024 alone was the record number, but the months, the weeks before and the weeks after, it didn't hold this quite high threshold. That is why for now, with these relatively low numbers compared to the record, but with the high average deliveries for the last several weeks, they achieved pretty much the same goal. And right here you can see that Deutsche Bank expects NIO at 35,000 units. They expect deliveries for September at 35,000 units. And in general, I believe that it will drastically improve fundamentals of the entire company. At the same time, guys, I have to admit that, wait a second, it is not right here, it is at insurance registrations. I have to admit that the NIO brand by itself is in some kind of declining mode, but their sub-brands Onvo and Firefly are making a bank for this company. And on the one hand, it is definitely a good sign that their sub-brands has quite substantial success on Chinese market. But at the same time, Onvo and Firefly, because of its lower margin, might not be so impressive for the fundamentals in general. That is why, guys, from the technical standpoint, I still expect some kind of cool down in its movement, but let's continue with the technical analysis. And before we dive deep right here, please subscribe to my channel, hit notification bell and hit the like button. This helps me a lot. So guys, we are on 4 hours time frame. Let's turn off all the tools and let me show you that this asset retested as I predicted its previous swing high. And when it breaks it, and I pretty much have no doubts about this, because this movement to the upside has a very substantial and very clear structure and substantial volume that is supporting its path. And I have to say that right after the cool down happens, this asset might easily break this swing high at $7.68 and this top at $9.5. But if you take a look at NIO forecasts from analysts, you can see that consensus analyst price target is set at $6.72, which is below the current price by 4.55%. And the most recent updates were made just several, I would say, less than a week ago, and it is quite good numbers in general with the buy and hold ratings. And I have to admit that yes, the consolidation should happen right after this substantial movement, but let's take a look at some technical signs. First of all, guys, again, let me turn off the tools. You can see that this is a clear 5-wave structure to the upside, but this first movement has only 3. And, well, technically speaking, we can have an exception. With a certain exception, we can have this as a 5 waves. And in this case, guys, I have 2 options. Option number 1, if it is a diagonal and if it is a B, and C wave, we have to land lower at the levels from 0.382 at $5.86 all the way down to maybe $4 mark. Because diagonal movements might have a very deep retracement, it doesn't mean that it cannot have a bounce out of 0.236 at $6.54, but the likelihood of the trend reversal and basically of the trend continuation to the upside out of this level is not so high. It is less than 15%. Option number 2 is following. If it is not a 3-wave structure, but if it is a 5-wave structure, and let me show you that I can count 5 waves in it with some exceptions. This is the first, second, third, fourth, and fifth wave to this point. If it is the case, guys, let me switch again to, let's say, 4 hours time frame. In this case, this movement to the upside with the highly increasing volume is nothing else but the third wave. And this means if I delete this tool and if I use just Elliott wave 5-wave structure, this might be the first wave, second, third, fourth, and fifth wave to the upside. Let's upgrade the scale to primary. And I have to admit that if it is the case, it might land at different levels. If I pull, wait a second, I have to adjust this tool. I have to pull it from the bottom of the third wave to the top of the third wave. And if it is the very top, we have to see the consolidation that should not land below $0.5. Most likely in these cases, and guys, for now, this price action that is developing as some kind of sideways movement usually appears in the fourth waves, and that is why, well, I have decent chances that this is nothing else but the fourth wave, and in this case, the most probable levels of trend reversal might be from 6.62 to maybe $6 mark, and if it breaks, in some cases, if it breaks $5.5, the likelihood of this structure becomes not so favorable. That is why, guys, wait for the breakout below this bottom at $6.72 if it is an ABC to the lower levels, if it is this type of retracement, and probably we might have some kind of bounce out of $6 mark. But otherwise, if it develops as some kind of triangle formation, we might have 5 waves that is forming this type of triangle, and in this case this level should hold. Right after these 5 waves formed, we have to see the breakout to the upside that should land and that should complete. This will be the bottom of the fourth wave, and this wait a second, this should be the top of the fifth wave. The levels, the price target for this level will be determined only when I can confirm that this is the lowest point for the wave 4. So I think that's all information that I want to provide you. If you like my video, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel with notification bell, and see you guys and girls next time. Bye!
I got the cash in the bag, stay